All right, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Hope all is well. So, price is moving pre-market. It looks like it's starting to rebound. It's fading way too fast before cash open. I don't like where price is at the moment, but it looks like it's trying to rebound. Okay, if I can get some of this stuff out of the way. It looks like it's trying to rebound back into an area where I feel comfortable trading. Get this out of the way there. Okay. So the 225 area liquidity looks like a liquidity rejection potentially up into 225.66 to 25.67, which is near the POC of July 23rd, which is also near deviation, potential deviation rejection. Looks like it's trying to rebound back up into that area. I was gonna say where prices were now is not where I would want to play, but looks like it's trying to go back up there. So I have 226, 225, and 224 puts with 225 currently in my active trader. But I would love us to see we can get back into that 225, 66, 67 area. There was a major sell area 225, 78, 79, which is just above the POC of the 23rd. Those are the areas I will want to see tested before we jump into anything. That is a potential liquidity rejection after running through it on the 23rd and grabbing some on the 24th. There's a major sell that's happening right at VWAP anchor, but that to me is not, this doesn't feel right. So if it doesn't pop into higher 225.66 area, then I probably won't touch the market unless we see something definitive on the books. There is buyers being absorbed, but that happened around 9:10. There's a major buyer, major seller that is pushing and keeping the market down. It's just happening before cash open. So I need to see us go a little higher into 225s before I touch it. This could be a day of not playing. I just don't feel comfortable with a VWAP anchor at the moment where price is. But we'll see with 40 seconds of cash. We may see a pop higher, which will give me that the warm and fuzzies. And we'll see where VWAP anchor lands as well. Plus volume is very high in that area as well where we are. Volume is low near the 225.71 area, which is the area I want to see. All right. Seller absorption just happened. So market is gonna open now. Ooh, that fall, I don't like it. See, we're falling, and I don't have the warm and fuzzies about it. Something about this fall just doesn't feel right. Now we could be missing out, but I just don't like. See, now we're popping. You see where this pop takes us. 225 puts are going for $66 per contract. We could try. I don't like it. I don't like where we are. We could be missing out on something. I just don't like it. Buyers are being absorbed here, so that's a good thing. That's right at VWAP 65. So yeah, we're missing out on it. I don't feel good, so I'm not gonna. Oh, okay. I do see buyers getting absorbed. Hold on a second. 225 puts are going for 66. I still don't have the warm and fuzzies about it. At all. All right, I'm gonna enter here 225. Looks like they're getting absorbed. $67. Good push down. Okay. So that a buyer absorption is happening. I'm gonna take a quick bump here. I'm gonna be out here at 74, and I'm done. Leaving money on the table, I'm sure, but I didn't like how we were, and now we're at the buyer absorption. So 74, did I say? Did it hit me at 74? 75. Okay, got me out at 75. So $8 per contract out. Good stuff. Uh, okay. Make sure I am out before I move over. So the reason I jumped into it, we had already played that area that I was looking at. And like I said, unless I see something on the books where there's massive selling coming in after the fact, and I'm recording today, so you guys will be able to see it. At 9:10, buyers were getting absorbed. So that tells me we was in the right direction to sell. It looks like it's at 73 right now. So I entered at 67. Let's see, the current low, well, I go on, it's 224.74. So looks like it's at 77. So that could have been $10 right there that I missed out on. Okay, whatever. So anyway, I was really looking for an area into 225.66, 225.70, unless something happened in the books. And again, I'm recording, so hopefully you guys will see this when I post it. But at 9:10, there is, and look at it drop now. So that was a good decision. At 9:10, 42 or so buyers were being absorbed. Not a huge number, but nevertheless, we that give me confidence to know that the fade is definitely the way to play it. Today's movement, and then at I want to say 9:31 maybe at this time. The books are 9:30 and 59 seconds. There was a bigger buyer absorption of 105. And then right after that, at 9:31 and 23 seconds, a bigger of 55. So 42, 105, and then 55 was telling me, okay, buyers are definitely exiting out of these trades. So they're getting nervous. So even though it wasn't in the area where I wanted to play, I needed to see some kind of reaction. If we're going to continue down, which we are, and we're fading fast, and maybe I definitely missed out on the 10, making 8. Look like I may be missing out on the 20 as well. But that right here, which you're going to see when I post it, massive amount of selling, which equal to the books. And I decided to take that play, which was that VWAP rejection, which is how many cents was it away from deviation one? Looks like it was that 225.44. So 7 cent away from deviation rejection. So not too bad. Not too bad. Missed out on something, but the fact that I made $8 per contract at 250 shares or lot size, uh, that is $1,100. 1,175. So 1,175. I can walk away today feeling good about that. Definitely missed out on the 20, I see. All right. So hopefully that explained why I jumped into it, even though I was saying I wasn't getting the warm and fuzzies at pre-market. Let me bring this back up as I'm speaking. That once you guys see the video, you'll see what I'm saying. The buyer's absorption here at 42, then a bigger one at 105, which telling me buyers are exiting. They're getting nervous. This is the time to get into it. And then looking at the footprint chart, massive selling here. And again, I'll post it once we later today. You'll see what I'm talking about. Okay. All right, let me move over to you all and see what was 71 to 75. Yeah, so you exited it before. Okay, you got better. So it looked like you got a little higher price than me, Mike. But took about an $8 profit like I did. So fire. 63 better price than me. Fire to 75 to 77. Oh, you made more money than me. Awesome. I wish I can give double fires for that. Yep. Last week. Was it the last week high? Oh, the sorry, the I keep forgetting we're talking about volume. Yes, 1000% Texas Jetty. Yeah. And they're still being absorbed, right? It's smaller, right? Went from 42, 105, 55 to now 30. And the buyers stops are getting hit too. So that's telling me they're still panicking. That doesn't mean it's gonna drop, but they're exiting out of their trades. Buyers are. So wasn't in a place that I wanted to trade from. I was definitely looking for the higher move. But you really can't beat order flow. When you see it happening, you just have to take it. Um, and you can see the massiveness of it. And then also on top of that, you're saying the buyers quit. Price is never going to be perfect. Yesterday's movement is not going to be the same as today's movement. The market is forever flowing, so you can't expect to hit a certain price. I really wanted it to, but 225s was definitely I was going to play that regardless. 226 I had just in case we did pop higher because there was the liquidity rejection area was almost in the 226s. So just to be safe, I had 226 with 225 all the way. And I don't know why TOS have my alerts going on, but yeah, I'm out of the trade. I don't have anything planned. TOS a little funky. Okay. Let's see. All good. Thanks, Texas Yeti. All good. Yeah, I have definitely added the volume profile for the session on my footprint chart, and it has definitely helped. Now, I gotta admit, I wasn't looking at it solely when I was trading this morning because I was more looking at the books, but I can see after the fact it makes sense. And also this morning too, the market really didn't wasn't studying this whole US and EU trade deal. I don't know if anybody noticed that in pre-market. They really didn't have too much confidence in moving higher. I saw that early this morning while taking the bus, taking the commuter bus up here. It didn't have a lot of confidence. Let's see, 71 to 81 fire, 76 to 82. I like it. TC. 226 puts. Okay, you just paid a higher premium. 116 to 126 to 139. Man, I wish I can give double fires on here. And they're still dropping the market. Like I said, they market really wasn't feeling too confident about that trade deal. I think it was supposed to be higher, which I think Supreme, if I'm reading that correctly, or if I remember correctly, I think the Supreme Court stepped in and dropped it to 15%. Another piece of confluence, 1000% Texas Jetty. Thank you for bringing that to the group. I like it. I did some extensive back testing and I love it. I love it. I don't know why I didn't add it before, only because I felt like Footprint gave me the same thing. But yeah, like you said, it's just another piece of confluence. 1000%. You missed the play. Okay. Yeah, there's always opportunities tomorrow. Uh, when I miss days or something comes up. I used to get upset about it, but that was a long time ago. All right. So hopefully most more people caught it. Seems like the same bandmates post their results, which is great. 1000% Texas Jetty. They can hide their orders. They cannot hide volume. That is something that had to. I don't know who has to do it, but it's no way to hide volume. We know they can do a lot of things. They can put their orders in through piece them in through icebergs. Um, what's the other way that I'm thinking about? It's a lot of different ways they can manipulate the market by placing fake orders to make you think it's gonna buy. But if you notice, if anybody looks at the depth of market, you notice that they don't they think they're hiding it, but if you don't know what to look for, then they are. But if you're looking at how they hide their orders, they'll piece them in. Like they'll do like today if they wanted to buy, right? They would buy like they'll put an order in at 224.90 and then again at 224.80 and then again at 224 70. So they'll do them in that increments, which if you don't know what to look for, it is hiding it or hiding the manipulation or even the way they want to sell it or the direction they want to go. But when you start seeing stuff like that, like in tens or in fives, it's hard to trust it unless your market analysis is showing you that we should be selling the market. So little stuff like that, over years of playing and reviewing, you notice little tricks of the trade. But you gotta do the homework. You gotta be in it to notice it. And look, they're selling more. I don't know prices. Wow, prices all the way down to 224s now. They dropped it down past deviation one. Looks like they rebounded from deviation one by I don't know what's down there to say, but volume is low. And I see a big buyer just stepped in too. So they're either taking profit in this area or they could be reversing it. Maybe took because they took liquidity. I'm sorry, they rejected liquidity. Because this was not a liquidity run, but a liquidity rejection in that 225.66 area where I really wanted to play, but pre-market dropped at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern, and then continued to drop it. And then there was another huge seller that I had at 225. 56 down to 225.50, which you'll see in the video. And that's what I should have focused on because you can see it tried it 4 times. And again, you'll see it in the video. All right. All right, guys. Great way to start the trading week. Definitely missed out on some money. Now it's at 92. Shit. So I definitely missed out on 20. Got an 8 piece, which is a little over $1,100. So I can't complain for a Monday on that. Hopefully everybody else did well. I see a few of you guys did reply with your results. So congratulations to all of you all. And I see you all in did someone else reply? Nope. Okay. I'll see you all Tuesday morning. All right, everybody. Have a great one. Peace.